Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. I'm currently at some indoor tennis courts with my son, who's currently training, and so excuse the noise in the background. Do you know what one of the biggest detrimental factors are in performance of people that do sports? And that could be any level, from the lower levels, but particularly up to the higher levels and elite levels. It's complacency. It's that belief that you're there at the level, you're now good enough not to put in the work. And you see this time and time again. I see it in tennis. I used to see it when I was road racing, and when I was also competing at a national level in shooting. I used to see it very often. And you can see these people that had achieved, a high standard, a high level. And then everything about their attitude, about how they practiced, how they worked out, the intensity became lower and lower because they were good, and they thought they were good, and because they thought they were good, they didn't have to train as hard as those coming up. And that's totally false, because if you watch the true elite competitors in any sport, they're training harder than anyone. They've got the talent and they're training harder than anyone. And those that don't quite make it to the top, or who fall off after a little bit of success, and you do see it in professional sports, it's complacency that's the killer. It's that belief that you don't have to put in the grind anymore, that you don't have to put in that work anymore. You don't have to get up as early. You don't have to warm up as hard. You don't have to practice as hard. You don't have to warm down as hard. And before you know it, that catches up to you. And you no longer get the results. You become despondent, feel that you will never get there, and then the training drops off even more. And I've seen this in tennis at all age groups, those that are having a lot of success, and then 1 or 2 years later you suddenly think, well, where have they gone? What's happened to them? They're no longer competing, you don't see them training. And I'll guarantee that most of the time it's complacency. It's that belief that they're too good to train. So my advice is, if you want to be successful, particularly in a sport, don't become complacent. Always approach each day that you're training with the same energy as if your life depended on it, as if this was the first day back from a period of time off. Every aspect of your training, from the moment you arrive to the getting changed, to the warm-up, to the practice, to the competing, has to all be at a consistently high level. And always just be aware that complacency is just around the corner. So that's it for my little speech for the morning. I hope you gain something useful from that, and I'll speak to you again soon.